for maybe the first time in my life, because you know what that means. The girls are asking for some new dolls, always. Benny wants lipstick, and Ellie will probably take any stuffy under the sun. I don't like when I have to open a gift and people are looking at me for a reaction. Honestly, we're deep in it now. I don't want to disappoint people with my reaction. I just don't want you to look at me for a reaction and for my reaction to be underwhelming. The thought of that makes me want to cry. The thought of someone being excited about giving me a gift and then I don't give them I do like giving gifts. How about that? Last year, what did I get Jason for Christmas? I'd love to tell you. Guys, last year, I have no fucking clue what I got Jason for Christmas, which leans into the idea that I think I could do better with gift giving. Jason is absolutely a better gift giver than me. We as a couple, I think, lean into the fact that the milestones that we get to enjoy together in our lives, Christmas, anniversary, birthdays, that we both would far prefer an experience together than an actual physical gift.
Uncle Travis must be Santa. Elliotte's innocent words seem to touch the hearts of all Swifties, and even a mother like Kylie Kelce couldn't hold back her tears. Move over North Pole. This holiday season, the Kelsey house is full of sugar, sparkle, and very public daydreaming. Wyatt, Elliotte, and Bennett have been busy composing the most adorable wish lists ever. And yes, Aunt Taylor is very much on speed dial. If you caught Kylie Kelce's recent Not Gonna Lie episode, you already know the baseline. The girls want dolls, Bennett wants lipstick, and Elliotte will gladly accept any stuffy under the sun. Kylie even admitted she orders gifts early and then speed wraps them on Christmas Eve, a habit that screams last-minute magic and over-the-top maternal multitasking. But the family grapevine and any imaginative Swiftie worth their sequin cardigan has filled in the blanks to produce holiday scenes so cute they're practically a Hallmark pitch. Picture this. Wyatt, all 6 years and solemn declarations, tucks a tiny note into her mother's purse. It's written on sparkly stationery, of course, and it reads, in careful crayon script, "For Aunt Taylor, hold my hand. For Uncle Trav, I want a pure white dress. Please." The image has been replayed in dozens of group texts in the Kelsey household. Jason mocking up a Pinterest board labeled, "Wyatt's Wedding Vision," Travis rolling his eyes and secretly loving it, and Kylie texting back only hearts. Whether the note is wholly literal or the kind of imaginative plea every kid writes when they adore their aunt, the sentiment is real. Wyatt wants to be close to Aunt Taylor, and she's dreaming of a wedding day moment that looks like the kind of fairy tale Taylor's songs often soundtrack. Elliotte's requests are playfully different and colored by pure 4-year-old logic. She told Kylie, in the kind of declarative tone that makes parenting both terrifying and hilarious, that Uncle Travis must be Santa. Kylie laughed on her podcast about the permutations. How exactly would the NFL star pull off a belly full of ho-ho-ho? Would he trade his helmet for a crimson suit? Still, the kids' eyes light up at the idea of Papa Travis as Santa. Tall, booming laughter, a sack full of gifts, and a dramatic rerouting of holiday tradition to Kelsey family rules. Elliotte's addendum, a chocolate fountain. Because why not? If you're going to have Christmas with NFL royalty and pop royalty in the same orbit, the dessert ought to match the energy. Here's where the gossip butter melts on the toast. Sources close to the family, i.e., the kind of relative who loves to send a blurry photo of a glitter-strewn living room to a group chat, say the girls have been practicing holiday rituals. Wyatt has been rehearsing a demure hand-holding walk, usually in the hallway between the playroom and the kitchen, sometimes with Kylie pretending to be Aunt Taylor for the proper hug-and-turn choreography. Elliotte has developed a Santa entrance routine that includes a fake sleigh horn and a very proud ho that echoes down the stairs. Bennett, at 2, mostly wants to unwrap everything and is currently lobbying hard for a lipstick that tastes like candy. Kylie is, sensibly, on brand protection patrol. Phone calls and text chains are where the real magic and the best gossip lives. Imagine a late-night group FaceTime. Taylor, jet-lagged but delighted, beams into the Kelsey living room while the girls perform their practiced bits. "Hold my hand, Aunt Tay." Wyatt squeals into the square of Taylor's phone screen. Taylor, who is simultaneously everywhere and somewhere else, and somehow both, leans into the moment with practiced warmth. She coos, she promises, she asks Wyatt what color her imaginary wedding dress should be. The girls argue in the most serious of ways about tulle versus silk. Travis, off-screen, is either filming or hiding his head in faux embarrassment. Jason is smirking and whispering stage directions like a proud after-school director. Gift exchanges have taken on a fairy tale meets tailgate vibe. Taylor, famed for her anecdotal and imaginative present giving, reportedly has a knack for combining sentimental with playful. Friends hint that Taylor's little touches are often the kind that become family lore: a handmade song lyric tucked into a dollhouse, a matching charm bracelet for the girls, or a personalized bedtime book that turns Wyatt and Elliotte into princesses for a night. Travis, for his part, airs into experiential territory: tickets to a surprise skate lesson, a private cookie decorating workshop, or the promise of being the human carousel, Elliotte's dream, for an afternoon. Kylie swears she prefers experience gifts with Jason. No wonder she loves this combo of thoughtful keepsakes and noisy chocolate fountain afternoons. Of course, the rumor mill can't resist a decorative flourish. Whispers that the girls have already mentally claimed roles in the wedding of the century. Wyatt, in her minty-haired seriousness, has announced she'll be the one with the white dress, not merely a flower girl, but a small dignitary of sparkle. Elliotte insists she'll be the one who ensures Uncle Travis plays Santa at the reception, perhaps in a designated holiday corner, and Bennett will be in charge of lipstick distribution. The image is absurd, adorable, and, crucially, completely plausible as a private family joke that will later be cited in cute Instagram captions. What's perhaps most charming about all this is how the Kelsey family seems to meet spectacle with groundedness. Kylie's podcast confession, that she parades gifts in closets for weeks and then speed wraps them on Christmas Eve, is a snapshot of a household that mixes performance and pragmatism. She's not trying to manufacture viral moments. She's trying to protect a certain domestic awe. The girls' requests are allowed to bloom in the safety of that space, a place where Aunt Taylor can be both pop culture phenomenon and person who tucks a blanket just so at bedtime. Picture a winter afternoon. Taylor, back from a show, arrives with a paper bag of pastries and a stack of cartons, and Wyatt immediately takes her hand. The children tumble into rows of matching pajamas. Travis, less graceful with sequins, but unbeatable with tickle fights, plops down and is trounced by a toddler who insists on testing his reflexes. Kylie, watching, texts a blurry photo into her group message: "Proof they all fit under my lap." That photo later inspires a dozen warming replies and a flurry of heart emojis from friends. Then there's the family logistics, the real, grown-up stuff that's also, for all its mundanity, a source of gossip for those of us who love the little backstage details. Who's driving who to Aunt Taylor's house? Will the Kelceys fly in from KC, or will they schedule a caravan? Does Taylor prefer a quiet Christmas Eve with board games, or a boisterous one with karaoke and Santa Travis? The answers are negotiable and change by the minute, but the fervor of planning is part of the fun. Kylie jokes she and Jason prefer experiences to things, in the Kelsey Swift household, that has translated into choreographed memories, sledding dates, cookie icing competitions, and a dinner where the kids pick the playlist. Wyatt: only songs that make Aunt Taylor clap. Of course, the tabloids would love to have a baby step forward from the fantasy wish lists to a more concrete family headline. But here's the thing: in between the whispers and the viral theories, what's palpable is a family that's making space for each other's eccentrics. Whether that means indulging a chocolate fountain on very carefully supervised terms, or letting a 6-year-old practice how to hold an adult's hand during a walk down an imaginary aisle, the Kelceys are making holiday allowances for joy. And the sweetest part: the girls are learning that love, romantic or familial, can involve glitter and goofy rituals, but it's mostly about being present. They're already claiming roles, bargaining for lipsticks and orchestrating Santa entrances because, deep down, they know these adults will lean in. Taylor knows the chords to a lullaby. Travis knows how to carry a child and a gigantic sack of toys, without dropping either. Jason and Kylie know how to keep family traditions close to the chest and how to let the girls believe in wild, wonderful things. So, if you're mapping out what to expect under the Kelsey tree this Christmas, expect dolls, expect stuffies, expect a surprising number of lipsticks in toddler pockets, and very likely, if the heart wants it, a hand-in-hand moment with Aunt Taylor that will be remembered as a childhood jewel. Expect a Santa's in Cleats cameo by Uncle Travis, a chocolate fountain anecdote that will be told and retold, and a household where the lines between celebrity spectacle and home-cooked holiday remain deliciously blurred. And when Kylie speeds through her living room on Christmas Eve, rapping at lightning pace and giddy at the thought of her daughter's faces on Christmas morning, she will be doing the thing that matters most, keeping the joy alive. If Wyatt, Elliotte, and Bennett get even half of what they've dreamt of, a white dress, a Santa, a fountain of chocolate, and the chance to be tucked into bed by Aunt Taylor and Uncle Travis on Christmas Eve, then the Kelsey holiday season will have done exactly what family holidays are supposed to do: make little human hearts brim with wonder.